Hello, everyone, and happy Monday and happy November. Welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. It's been a few days since I've posted one, so happy to be back to it. Our construction today is by a collaboration by Kevin Christian and Andrea Carla Michaels, both regular contributors to the New York Times. Don't often see collaborations on Mondays, but this is fun to see. And we'll be expecting a light theme and hopefully some pretty fun and easy early week fill. And as usual on Mondays, I'll try and sort of get through this pretty quickly if I can. So let's get going for today, Monday, November 3rd, 2025. Fizzy pop, maybe a soda. Eve's mate, Adam, but maybe not. We'll see. Film that may have inspired Sharknado, probably Jaws. Jurassic Park beast for short, either T-Rex or Dino. T-Rex looks better with the crosses. Let's try that. Yawning, say, maybe tired. Land on the Tigris and the Euphrates. Those are rivers in Asia. Is it just Asia? Could be. It could also be something like Iran or Iraq. Could be Iraq. Actually, I'm liking the look of Iraq better because I suspect this SQ probably will be something. We'll see. Pin, for example. Could be an example of a number of things. We're looking for personal identification number here, I think, but let's look at some crosses and see. Slang for a huge fan is a stan. Large tooth whale and orca. Roaring 20s style informally deco, maybe. For Art Deco. Guitarist in slang. Axeman, maybe. And axe being slang for guitar. Six-pack muscles are abs, so this is not tired. Physicians for short, docs. Enticing scent and aroma. Olympics reward a medal, so this is probably bored, 14 across. Secluded valleys could be secluded valleys. Dells, maybe? This looks like access code for a pin. Singer Morrison of the Doors is Jim Morrison. Warning sign that might be seen on a chain link fence. Don't know. Stand-up comic Sykes is Wanda Sykes. Diddly squat is an expression. Restaurant handout could be a menu. Pioneering computer engineer and cryptographer Ada Lovelace. Pint size could mean small. Tennis star Osaka is Naomi Osaka. Apple's digital assistant is Siri. Fleming, who was the original host of Jeopardy, I don't know, but maybe Ari. Oompa band, Art Fleming, that makes more sense. Oompa band instrument is a tuba. Stray feline, alley cat, I guess. Line for lassie, a leash, could be a line for a dog. AMC's Better Call Saul is a TV show. Arizona City or Native American tribe. Yuma? I'm not actually sure. Gooey, goody, s'more, maybe? Warning sign that might be seen on chain link fence. Area closed, is that a thing? This is definitely Eli Whitney, inventor of the cotton gin. Depend on, to rely on. The E of Holmes is Lake Erie, Holmes being an acronym for the Great Lakes. Looks like this is UMO, maybe? Or maybe Yuma. Overly eager personal injury lawyer derisively. Something chaser. I forget exactly what this expression is, but we'll find out. Masala chai is an Indian spiced tea. Abruptly call off one's plans is to bail on those plans. Two-time Emmy winner Remini is Leah Remini. Did she win both of those for King of Queens? Not sure. I suppose so could be yeah. Oodles could be many. Rocks to a bartender could be ice. Skull could be your cranium. Oops. Happy as a clam is an expression. Egg-shaped tomato is aroma tomato. Guffaw in internet lingo, lol, probably. Ambulance chaser, that's right. Personal injury lawyer, yeah. Shade of purple could be mauve. Layer of the eye is the uvea. Emulates a tree, frog, or a ballerina. Those are both things that leap or jump. But more than a snack, a meal, probably. Record art space. Album cover is where the record art is usually found. Gangster, also known as Scarface, Al Capone. Not express, as a train is a local train or bus, same kind of deal. Give a talking to is to scold. Christopher, who directed The Dark Knight Rises, Christopher Nolan. Thrill could be to elate, maybe. August birth sign for the most part is Leo for most of the month. Quran's Almighty is Allah, the God in the Quran. Red hot flow is lava. Depart is to leave. French with is avec. Summer coolers for short, or a hint to the answers to the stars clues. I guess this is ACs, which all the theme entries are going to be AC. Gender specific possessive is hers. Gotta run is later. Classic teen sleuth Nancy Drew. Word made up of the four main compass points is news, north, east, west, south. Title from Doubtfire, Fields, or Maisel, those are all misses. Morning waker upper is an alarm clock. Some boxing wins in brief are total knockouts. Aussie critters could be ruse, maybe, is maybe what they're after. 8 in Spanish is ocho. Recording studio effect is an echo. Nutso is loco, maybe. Dispense carefully is to a lot. Word before derby or coaster is roller derby, roller coaster. As I see it, to textures, IMO in my opinion. Apple on a desk perhaps is iMac, that's a good clue. And Clairol product is hair dye. Okay, so not bad, just over 5 minutes, and this is a really, really approachable Monday puzzle with a fun clue, or fun theme, which we'll take a look at first. So summer coolers for short, a little bit of a light misdirection there, but pretty easy to see that this is ACs for air conditioning units, and all of the starred clues, all of the theme clues are 2-word clues, where the words begin with A and C in that order. So let's look at those. A PIN, a personal identification number, is an example of an access code. A stray feline could be called an alley cat. A gangster, also known as Scarface, is Al Capone. A morning waker upper is an alarm clock. Oops. A warning sign that might be seen on a chain link fence is area closed. A little bit unintuitive there, but that's fine. Record art space. The place where you might see art on a record is the album cover. And was that it? And then the revealer, yeah. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 across clues, 2 down clues plus the revealer. So lots of fun stuff. And the grid sort of allows for a lot of these. I mean, basically every long-ish clue, everything sort of 8 letters and longer is a theme clue, which is great. And then, actually a good amount of very light wordplay throughout, like fizzy pop. Is a kind of almost misdirects you to think that it might be something more complicated than soda, but not. Yawning got me for tired. They want the other one, of course, bored. Restaurant handout, I guess not exactly a misdirection there, but a little bit of a nice, fun clue anyway. What else here? Gooey goody is a nice clue for a s'more. Could be a number of things, but in this case I had enough crosses to get s'more. Oh, hair dye. Yeah, I didn't even really pay much attention to that. That was one of the last ones I filled in. This is an interesting one. We often get IMO and IMHO, unique combination of letters, so those often show up in the puzzle. But this is a different. I have not seen this clue before, so that's good. Dispense carefully. If I hadn't had a few crosses in there, probably would have given me a little trouble. Again, not misdirection, but a little bit of a vague clue there. Red hot flow is a fun one for lava. Aussie critters is a little bit tricky for ruse. I mean, you have to know that critters is a sort of a slangy way of saying animals, and so ruse is a slangy way of saying kangaroos. What else here? Guitarist in slang is a little bit tricky too. I mean, the axe is a pretty in community kind of slang for a guitar. And I don't know that I've actually heard Axeman used that much, but sure. And then to complement that, we have Jim Morrison, singer, but also I'm fairly sure famously good at the guitar as well. What else? I always get confused with this one's whether it's going to be Dales or Dells or Glens or something like that. Like these sort of very specific geographic locations are not entirely clear in my head. Maybe I'll go look them up and see. We have Apple's digital assistant here, and then later we have my favorite clue of this puzzle, which is Apple on a desk, perhaps, evoking more of like a teacher's pet kind of thing and less of the desktop computer, but it's a good one. Line for Lassie, too, is a little bit tricky for a Monday, but fun. And this is an interesting clue for this. I don't think of frogs as leaping so much as jumping, but or hopping maybe, but anyway, fine. And maybe that's it. This one I have not seen so much. The entry, I mean, loco. I wonder if that's a word that's still sort of in common parlance. It seems like something out of the 80s or 90s, but fine. Yeah, so that's a good, fun, light Monday puzzle with, again, a theme that you don't really need to pay much attention to in order to solve the grid, but good nevertheless, and a bounty of theme entries in there for you. So that's our puzzle for Monday, November 3rd, 2025. A good, solid Monday grid by Kevin Christian and Andrea Carla Michaels. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like. Leave me a comment if you like. If you have anything to share. And if you want to know when I'm posting the next one, hit that subscribe button and you'll get your notifications. And we'll see you the next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Thanks for joining. Cheers.